Welcome to Sales Monster Roleplay, your AI-powered sales training platform. This is your admin dashboard, and it's designed to give you everything you need at a glance. Across the top, you'll see your role plays. These are the training scenarios you've built for your team. You can see how many people have taken each one and create a new one right from here. Below that is your reports section. These are the actual recordings your reps have submitted. You can see who recorded, which role play they practiced, and their score right on the card. And over here on the right, this is your 30-day performance snapshot. Total recordings, total practice minutes, average role play score, and the number of recordings that hit 80% or above. This is your command center. Everything you need is just one click away from here. Let's walk through each section. This is your role plays library. Every training scenario you've built lives here. You can search for a specific role play by name or just scroll through the grid. Each card shows you the title and how many team members have taken it. Notice you can have as many role plays as you need, different industries, different products, different conversation types. Here you can see scenarios like a customer service face-to-face role play for a Home Depot rep, a solar company phone script, rapid-fire objection handling, sales presentations. Whatever your team needs to practice, you can build it here. To create a new one, you just hit this button up here in the top right. Let's click into one of these existing role plays to see what's inside. This is the detail view for a single role play. At the top, you get a performance summary for this specific scenario. Total recordings submitted, the average score, how many recordings hit 80% or higher, and how many users cross that threshold. On the right side, you've got the improvement over time chart. This shows you whether your team is actually getting better at this scenario over repeated attempts. That trend line is one of the most important things a manager can track. Below the chart, you'll see the scorecard breakdown. These are the categories your reps are being scored on, with a visual indicator of how they're performing. Your scorecard are fully customizable on how you would like to grade your reps. Red means low, purple is mid, green is high. You can see at a glance where the gaps are. Now down here in the middle, two key settings are at the heart of every role play. The first is the scenario editor. This is where you define who the AI is playing. You set up the buyer persona, the context of the conversation, any objections they might raise. The AI then uses all of that to simulate a real conversation with your rep. The second is the scorecard. This is where you define what great looks like, the specific behaviors and criteria the AI will evaluate every rep against. Below those, you'll see the role play configuration, the conversation scenario type, whether it's face-to-face or phone, the recording time limit, and the language. And here are the user guidelines, the situation your rep is dropped into. This is what they read before they start practicing. You can also attach files here, training documents, call scripts, product one-pagers, anything that helps your reps prepare. Now let's look at the Recordings tab. The Recordings tab shows every submission made for this specific role play, who recorded it, when, and their score. You can search by username, toggle between grid and list view, and export all of these reports to a file with one click. Let's open one of these recordings to see the full feedback experience. This is what your rep sees after they complete a role play, and it's where the real coaching happens. On the left, you have the recording itself. They can play it back, adjust the speed, and download it. Below the player is an AI-generated summary, a plain English recap of what happened in the conversation, what the rep did, what the AI did, where things went off track. On the right, you have the score. And notice these two comparison lines. They can see exactly how this recording compares to their previous session and to their very first attempt. That context matters. It tells the story of their progress. Next to the score is the goal. This is what the rep was supposed to achieve in this scenario. In this case, make the customer happy and process a return. The AI evaluated whether that goal was reached. In this case, it wasn't. Now scroll down and you'll see the heart of the feedback, the scorecard. Each category from your template is broken down criterion by criterion. For each one, the AI gives a true or false result. Did the rep do this or not, along with a detailed explanation. Not just, you failed this, but why it didn't land, and exactly what they should say next time. This is coaching that used to require a manager sitting in on every call. Now it's automatic, immediate, and available every single time. The Insights tab gives you the behavioral layer. What was happening underneath the conversation? This is the speech coaching panel. Pace, how fast or slow the rep was speaking. Filler words are words that are not part of the script. For example, like, you know. That means the rep kept their language clean and confident, but extended the dialogue. If this number climbs, it's usually a sign of nervousness or under-preparation. Talk ratio. This is big. You can see the split between how much the rep spoke versus how much the AI customer spoke. A healthy sales conversation isn't a monologue. If your rep is talking 80% of the time, that's a red flag. Longest monologue. How long the rep went without giving the other person a chance to respond. Questions asked. Great sellers ask, they don't just tell. And customer engagement. If it's flagged red, that means the AI customer wasn't engaged enough. That's a signal to the rep that they need to pull the prospect in more, ask better questions, create more dialogue. These are the habits that compound over time. Sales Monster Roleplay tracks them so your reps and your managers always know what to work on next. There are also tabs here for the full transcription of the conversation, team comments where managers can leave notes, and AI Coach, an advanced feature for real-time conversational coaching. Now let's look at call analysis, because practice alone isn't enough. This section is where you analyze real calls from the field. Upload a recording here, and Sales Monster Roleplay applies your scorecard to an actual customer conversation. You'll see the same scoring, the same feedback, the same speech coaching, but now applied to what really happened on a live call, not just a training exercise. There's also an unassigned queue right here. If calls come in through an integration and haven't been linked to a specific rep yet, they land here so you can route them. Speaking of integrations, if your team uses Gong or Sales Monster ecosystem, you can connect it directly. Sales Monster Roleplay will pull in your call recordings automatically, so you're not uploading anything manually. Analytics gives you the team-wide view. Use the date range picker up here to set your window. Last 30 days, last quarter, whatever you need. You'll see total recordings across your whole team, total practice minutes, your team's average roleplay score, and the number of recordings hitting 80% or above. The charts on the left and center show these trends over time, so you can see whether volume and quality are going up. And down here, this is the per-user breakdown. Every rep on your team, their total recording count, their practice time, their average score, and how many of their sessions hit that 80% benchmark. This is exactly what you need walking into a one-on-one. Who's putting in the reps? And is it working? Reports is your complete recording library. Every submission across every roleplay from every rep. You can search by username to pull up everything from a specific person. Toggle between grid view and list view depending on how you like to browse. And when you need to share data with leadership or pull it into a spreadsheet, the export button right here will give you everything as a CSV. Every card shows you the rep's name, the roleplay they practiced, their score, the duration of the session, and when it was recorded. One click opens the full feedback view. User management is where you control who's on your platform and how they're organized. The Users tab shows your full roster. At the top left, you can see how many users you currently have. You can see each person's email, their status, whether they've accepted their invite yet, and when they joined. To bring someone new on, just hit Invite Users up here and enter their email. You can also bulk invite by uploading a CSV if you're onboarding a whole team at once. The Admins tab is where you manage who has admin-level access, the managers and team leads who need visibility into all recordings and analytics. Now let's click over to Company Structure. Company Structure is where you mirror your organization's hierarchy inside Sales Monster Roleplay. Create groups by region, by team, by product, by manager, whatever makes sense for how your company is organized. Once groups are set up, you can assign role plays to specific groups and filter your analytics by group. This is especially powerful for larger organizations where you need regional managers to see their team's data without seeing everyone else's. You can also assign users to groups in bulk via CSV. Just upload a file and you're done. Integrations is how Sales Monster Roleplay connects to the rest of your stack. Under System Integrations, you have webhooks. This lets you send Sales Monster roleplay events to any external system. When a rep completes a recording and the AI scores it, that data can be pushed straight into your CRM, your data warehouse, wherever you need it. Under App Connectors, you have 2 ready-to-connect integrations right now. Salesforce. Connect your CRM, and Sales Monster Roleplay will use your actual opportunity data to build roleplays. The buyer's profile, their deal stage, prior interactions, all pulled in automatically, so your reps are practicing against the real deals in your pipeline. Gong. Connect your call recording platform, and Sales Monster Roleplay creates training scenarios from the personas and context in your actual calls. Real customers become AI practice partners. And if you need something that's not here yet, there's a request and integration option right at the bottom. Last one, scorecard templates. This is where your standards live. A scorecard template is a reusable scoring framework you apply to role plays and call analyses. Instead of building a scorecard from scratch every time, you create it once here and use it everywhere. Let's open this one. Here's the template editor. At the top, the name and a note describing what this scorecard covers. This one says, Core Sales Elements, Opening, Discovery, Value, Objections, and Next Steps. Clear, simple, repeatable. Below that is the goal, the outcome this scorecard is designed to evaluate. What does winning look like in this conversation? Then, roles. You define who the rep is playing and who the AI is playing. In this case, sales rep and customer. These roles shape how the AI behaves and how the feedback is framed. And then, the metrics. This is the actual scorecard. You build it category by category. Each category can hold multiple criteria. Here you can see the intro category with 2 criteria: introduce yourself and company, and agenda setting, set expectations for the call. Add as many categories as you need: discovery, needs assessment, value proposition, objection handling, next steps, whatever maps to your sales methodology. Every criterion becomes a scored checkpoint in every recording. When you're done, hit save, and this template is ready to apply to any role play or call analysis in your account. And that's the Sales Monster Roleplay platform. From building AI-powered role plays and scoring every rep automatically, to analyzing real calls, tracking team performance over time, and connecting to the tools you already use. Your reps practice more, your managers coach smarter, and your whole team gets better, faster. If you're ready to see what this looks like for your team, ask our Monster team how you can get a trial account with no contracts, and how we will invest in your organization.